Los Angeles Chargers. Weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week at getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Cleveland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. Cleveland. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Touchdown, Broncos. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. The Chargers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, Cleveland. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Tua. And Thomas has it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run on 1st down. Cleveland. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there, already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Xander Horvath, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Right, 37.
Tua now on first down. Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Tua's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On first down, Cleveland. Then he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Cleveland.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Cleveland. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cleveland. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Cleveland, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 17, Chargers 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side.
This is intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, Cleveland. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Cleveland. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run on 1st down. Cleveland, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chargers 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Cleveland. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Tua going to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Airing one out for Boyd. Well, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 66 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the three-score lead. Now it's down to two, but three-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch. Remaining 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Up the middle they go. Cleveland.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here's Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Herbert to throw. Pass caught by Hooper.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Herbert.
He completes it to Boyd.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing, Herbert.
This is caught, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, and it's blocked. And the Broncos have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cleveland. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Cleveland. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a give right side. Cleveland.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 105 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Denver.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one